G'day everyone. It's very well documented that the Brisbane Lions, as we stand right here and record this video, are sitting third on the ladder. There's something about their journey that resonates with our journey, particularly when you look at where we were last year, how they started something like 1-9 or 1-10.
Yeah, real tough start, yeah.
Yeah,
Real tough.
we were very similar. Then it sort of started clicking for them, and then all of a sudden they got on a bit of a run. I feel like, I probably hope more than what I know, that we're on that type of run. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at the Brisbane Lions case study and how it matches up with us, if at all, and run through some of the stats and sort of go through there.
So Brisbane, Brisbane last year, we know they finished 15th. They had a very similar start where it was a couple of goals, losses every time. You could see it mitching together, and then once it did click, they couldn't stop winning. They rolled some big teams. There was Hawthorn twice. They really had a successful back end of the year. And we look at where we are to where they are now, and that end of last season, very similar. So home wins, particularly, they won 2 out of 11. They were very poor at the Gabba. We're 1-7, so well on track, you'd say, to match them, because we've got Gold Coast here tomorrow.
Yep.
So that should be 2-8. And then you look at the away wins. That's where they really showed their heart and tenacity. 3 out of 11, we're already 3-9. So similarities all ends up. Now the average win, Brisbane did win higher margins. They averaged 40 last year. We're around the 17 mark.
Oh, there's plenty of time to bump that up though.
Yeah, exactly. You think a 100-point win here, it's bang on. We're the same. And then the average loss is identical, 25.7, 25.6. So it just shows it was all them tight games, percentage slightly better at Brisbane. But then what they did is, if we look at these stats, is they went out in their draft period and their trade. That's probably where they did it. They lost some key players. They lost Dane Beams, who you would say was their star last year, and they got rid of Sam Mays. And they brought in Jared Berry, Lockie Neal and Marcus Adams. So it just shows it was only 3 players, and one in the draft who's notable was Noah Answorth, a little utility player. So what we've done here is we've kind of predicted what Carlton could do to copy that. Seeing our season is similar, I would say Cade Simpson's the one who leaves. I'd say he's just over the hill now, towards the end. And if we looked at bringing in Hugh Greenwood, Sam Gray and say Brendan Ellis, interesting, our TPI is almost the same as theirs last year, but it would actually go up to 27.2, so it would actually be the same as Brisbane's now. Almost. You
add in a fella who just randomly goes by the name of Sam Doherty in there, and you've got a pretty decent star guy that comes back in.
Oh, phenomenal play that Brisbane have done. So it really does show that Carlton and Brisbane, we could do a Brisbane. So this time next year, we could be third on the ladder.
Enough of this could, mate. We'd make a top 4 next year. You've heard it here first.
Yeah, lock it in. Blame me. If the 5th, it's my fault.
There it is. That's the case study. The Brisbane Lions have obviously had a phenomenal season, and fair play to them. Well done. They've, they rode the momentum. They finished strong last year, and they really consolidated that with their early season form in 2019. So, is this something? Does this have merit for you? Do you think we can forge a similar path for the Brisbane Lions? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to have a good chat about this one.